All right, let's talk about something well, it's a really complex topic: modern cancer treatment. Think of this as our guided tour through a landscape that can seem pretty daunting, but is actually filled with so much hope, incredible innovation, and a really human approach to care. So let's just dive right in. Yeah, that word, cancer. For so many of us, the second you hear it, your mind just floods with uncertainty, right? Maybe even fear. So our goal here is to cut through some of that noise and bring in some clarity. We're going to break down exactly how the fight has changed, how it's gotten so much smarter, more personal, and honestly, more complete than ever before. So, at the very heart of this new era is this big idea called integrative oncology. And really, the two words you've got to remember are patient-centered and whole person. This is a huge shift. We're not just talking about attacking a tumor anymore. We're talking about using every single proven tool in the toolbox, from the most advanced medicine all the way to psychological support to take care of the entire person. Okay, so here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll look at how we pinpoint the target. Then we'll check out the personalized arsenal of treatments. After that, we'll talk about caring for the whole person, not just the illness. And finally, we'll see why working together is the real superpower here. All right, first things first. You can't just go into a fight blind, right? Before you can even think about a plan of attack, you need a super detailed map of the battlefield. And that is exactly what precision diagnosis is all about. These advanced scans, like PET scans, are basically high-tech reconnaissance. They're so clever. It's not just about seeing a shadow on an X-ray anymore. Doctors use this special tracer. It's usually a type of sugar. And here's the trick. Fast-growing cancer cells are super hungry, so they gobble up way more of this sugar than healthy cells. The tracer then literally lights up the cancer from the inside, showing doctors exactly where it is and how active it's being. It's incredible! But here's where things get really next level. Just knowing where the cancer is, that's not enough anymore. The real game changer is figuring out what it is, right down to its DNA. We're shifting from just geography to genetics. And this is what we mean by precision oncology. By actually mapping out the genes of a tumor, scientists can find the exact mutations that are telling it to grow out of control. It's literally like finding the enemy's secret playbook. And once you have that playbook, you can pick a treatment that's designed to shut down that exact play. So you've got this amazing intelligence, this detailed map, this secret playbook. What's next? Well, now you get to build a completely personalized arsenal. This is absolutely not a one-size-fits-all fight anymore. It's a custom-designed campaign tailored to one person. And the modern arsenal is just, wow, it's so diverse. You've got medical oncology, things like chemo and immunotherapy that work throughout the whole body. You've got the focused power of radiation oncology. You have the incredible precision of robotic and laser surgery. And then you have something truly revolutionary called cellular therapy. The key is that doctors don't just pick one. They combine them for a real multi-pronged attack. This is such a great way to think about how far radiation has come. In the old days, it was kind of like using a floodlight. It would hit the cancer, for sure, but it would also hit a lot of the healthy stuff around it. Now, it's like a laser pointer. Technologies like IMRT can shape hundreds of tiny radiation beams to match the exact 3D shape of the tumor, so you're hitting the cancer with maximum force while carefully avoiding the healthy organs right next door. And you can just see the results of that precision right here. It's just stunning. Look at the image on the left. That's a brain tumor before treatment. Now look at the right. That's only 3 months later, after a super focused treatment called stereotactic radiosurgery. The difference is incredible. This isn't just a theory on a whiteboard. This level of precision has a powerful, visible impact. Okay, but what if? What if we could go beyond all of these external weapons? What if we could train the most powerful fighter in the universe, your very own immune system, to be the ultimate cancer-killing machine? Well, that's the wild, incredible idea behind cellular therapy. And this leads us to one of the biggest breakthroughs we've seen in decades: CAR T-cell therapy. Here's a simple way to think about it. Your immune system has these soldiers, right? They're called T-cells. But sometimes cancer is sneaky and can hide from them. CAR T therapy is like taking those soldiers out of the body, sending them to a high-tech boot camp where they get equipped with special cancer-seeking GPS, and then putting them back in as an elite special ops team programmed to hunt and destroy. The process itself is just a marvel of personalized medicine. Step 1, doctors collect a patient's own T-cells. Step 2, in a lab, they're genetically re-engineered to spot that patient's specific cancer. Then they multiply these new supercharged cells into the millions. And finally, they're infused back into the patient. It's incredible. It's basically a living drug made from you for you. So all of this high-tech stuff is absolutely amazing, right? But it's only half the picture. Because integrative oncology understands that a person is so much more than their disease. The journey through cancer requires a totally different kind of support system. I mean, take something like genetic counseling. It's so much more than just a doctor handing you a lab report. It's about having someone to help you navigate what it all means, the psychological impact of a diagnosis, how to have those really tough conversations with your family. It's all about empowering you and the people you love to make the best possible decisions about risk and what to do next. And that supportive mindset runs through the entire journey. We're talking about supportive care, sometimes called palliative care. And it's really important to note this isn't just about end-of-life care. Not at all. It's about maximizing quality of life while you're going through treatment. That means getting expert help with pain, getting the right nutrition, having someone to help with the emotional toll, the whole shebang. It's all focused on one thing, making the journey as manageable as it can be. Which brings us to our last, and honestly, maybe the most important point of all. None of this amazing stuff happens in a silo. The real power, the secret sauce of modern cancer care, comes from a huge collaborative effort. It's all built around something called a multidisciplinary tumor board. Now, instead of just one doctor calling all the shots, picture this: a whole team of experts, surgeons, radiologists, oncologists, pathologists, you name it. They all get in a room together to talk about one single patient, your case. They pool all that brainpower to come up with the absolute best plan. And you know what? A lot of the time, the tough questions that pop up in these meetings are what fuel the next big research breakthrough. And that collaboration goes way beyond just the clinic. There's this amazing cycle going on. The work with patients in the clinic raises new questions for the scientists in the lab. The lab then makes discoveries that lead to better treatments back in the clinic. It's this constant loop of improvement. And it means every single patient who joins a clinical trial isn't just getting access to the newest treatments, they're actively helping to write the future of cancer care for everyone who comes after them. So when you boil it all down, it really comes back to this one simple idea: the power of being together. It's the doctors working together, the researchers and clinicians working together, and maybe most importantly, the team working with the patient and their family. That is the real secret weapon in this new era of cancer care. So to wrap this up, here's something to think about. We're witnessing this incredible combination of high tech and high touch, the most advanced science paired with the most compassionate human care. It's completely changing the game in oncology. But it makes you wonder, right? What if we applied this same thinking, this idea of treating the whole person with every tool we have, to how we define health itself? What could that change for all of us?